speaker, Mr. Jack Bevere. He pulled a speech out of his pocket. He's ready to go. And Jack, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing tonight?
Thank you very much for asking me to give a hip pocket speech, because I need the practice. You know, Toastmasters is where leaders are made. And leaders don't just sit on their hands and watch an otherwise productive meeting turn out to be a complete waste of time. Leaders stand up and take control of what's going on. They always fulfill their agenda assignments. They always step forward and fill in vacancies. They are always ready to do whatever is called on at any time that they walk in the door. And they don't have to look at their notes. They stand up and lead. Toastmasters who want to lead always fulfill their obligations. Practicing is the only way you learn to lead. And you practice on your feet, not sitting on your hands. So why waste an opportunity? Why let somebody else take the opportunity? If you're here to become a leader and to deliver effective speeches, you've got to practice. And you've got to practice in front of a live audience who can evaluate you. You know, you can't learn how to make a delivery by looking in the mirror at home. I'm sorry, you just don't get the feedback. You can't really learn by watching videos of what you do up here. You can learn part of it, but you don't learn to get the feedback. This is the only place, right here, right in front of everybody. Now, a hip pocket speech, all of you've got one. You know, it could be the speech that you're getting ready to give. It can be a rehash of the speech that you gave 2 or 3 weeks ago. It can be a redo of your icebreaker. It can be about D-Day, the theme. It can be reading the speech objectives. You know, some of there's and that's their objectives for the day. You know, that really doesn't communicate too well. It can be explaining meeting assignments. Like if you're asked to be the outcomer, and you just walk in the door and say, today is outcomer, my job is to listen for the ahs, ers, ums, and other French amount of syllables that speakers use when they're thoughtless? Or can it be to be a timer? You know, all our speakers to be qualified for the best speaker of the day have a specific time limit. They can speak too long or too short. When they have reached their minimum time, the green light comes on. When they have 30 seconds to go, when they're starting to run out of time, the yellow light comes on. When they've reached the limit, the red light comes on. You know, how many of you can do that? Now, Mark Twain said it takes at least 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. Well, how many weeks have you had to be able to explain clearly and concisely what the timer does? 48, 49, 50. I hear speakers that have been in here for quite some time sort of mumble through it. You know, we do those things for the benefit, not for our fellow Toastmasters. We all know what's going to happen. We do it for the benefit of our visitors and our guests and new members. That's why we practice. We also do it so that the meeting will run on time. So that instead of taking 30 seconds to explain what the timer does, you take a minute and a half. At the end of the meeting, we're running short of time. And believe me, leaders adjourn the meeting on time. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Nice ending. Well done.